Hi guys, Swansea City here, back again for another match review. And it's the first match review I'm doing this season where Swansea City have beaten a team. It was a last-minute winner from an Andre penalty, but my God, what a win. So before I actually get into the match review, guys, let me know what you think of the result down below in the comment section or the live comment section. Really buzzing. The hair's a bit of a mess at the moment. But, excuse it. We've just won in the last minute. Very happy. I'll talk about the team, what I thought of the penalty, if there's any Stoke fans in here. If I was a Swansea fan, because the last minute penalty, I'd stay away from the game totally. But, I'll get onto all the topics. I'll get some of you guys in at the end as well. It's going to be a very late one today. So let's get on to your guys' comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the game, lineup correct, and stuff like that. So when I ask questions, if you can interact in the comment section, that would be very important to this match review. So from a Swansea City fan, then obviously the starting lineup for the Swansea was Freddie Woodman, Mark Guehi, Ben Cabango, Carl Norton, Ryan Manning, Connor Roberts, Corey Smith, Matt Grimes, Jay Fulton, Jamalo, Andre Ayew. So that was the team. Obviously, we made 4 changes to that defeat to Bristol City on the weekend, and I thought it was four very good changes in total honesty. I thought it could have been a little bit more changes. All right, Mike, hope you're doing well, mate. Voice is gone a little bit, but I'll try my best to do my best in this match review. So obviously the one change which most Swansea City fans were calling for was Ryan Manning in for Jake Bidwell, and as we've seen from Ryan Manning's performance today, we all know he's a totally deserved start. The other change in was Carlo for Joe Latibori, which I thought was a very harsh decision really when Latibori had a decent game on the weekend. But, Norton, you need with that experience, I guess, especially with Stoke City where we don't really do too well. The other change was Corey Smith then in for Conor Hourihane. That was another interesting one, to be honest with you. Very interesting because Conor Hourihane's a very big player at this level, so it's very big from Cooper to drop Conor Hourihane for this game, and obviously then Jay Fulton came in for Jan Dander, which makes us go a little bit more defensive and a little bit more defensive aware and probably not concede too many goals. So of course, let's go into the game then. No real chance in the first 4 or 5 minutes, but typical Swans fans happy with the lineup, happy with the way we've started the first 5 minutes. Bang. Goal for Stoke inside the 6 minutes. And, it was Nick Powell with a goal and, very disappointing to say the least. So Swans were just playing from the back from a goal kick for Freddie Woodman. I think he was doing a few 1-2s with Mark Guehi. Mark Guehi then tries switching the play from the back from himself on the edge of the box to Connor Roberts on the right-hand side. Unfortunately for Swansea City's sake and Mark Guehi's sake, it was a mistake. Guehi's mistake. It was a very poor pass, wasn't it? He tried playing a lofted ball, like I said. It went in a complete different direction. Stephen Fletcher manages to get like a back heel net, plays it straight through the path of Nick Powell on the edge of the box. He takes one touch, goes into the middle, and strokes it home. No chance for Freddie Woodman. It was a good strike, to be fair. None of the recovering defenders could get there. And it was a very disappointing, start, really, because we needed to take the lead in this game, because I thought, first goal in this game is going to be crucial. And, there's a lot of people in my watch along very unhappy with the goal conceded, fair enough. But there's a lot of angry people. And I was saying, guys, let's calm down. There's 84 minutes to play. I know, I'm right again. Sorry, a bit of lag there. I'd like to be right too often, but I was right there. And we bounced back. We had a few good shots. I believe Ryan Manning had a good shot, which was saved by Angus Gunn as well later on. But in the 19th minute, Connor Roberts scored his 3rd goal of the season, I like to believe. I think he scored twice against Forest, and this one is his 3rd. Let me know if that's his 4th. I think it's his 3rd anyway. So Corey Smith tried playing a ball through to the midfield to the attackers, to Andre Ayew. Harry Souttar, the centre half of Stoke, steps in front of Andre, gets a foot on the ball, but then kind of leaves it behind when he takes a step forward. So he leaves the ball behind. Ayew, sorry for the voice, by the way. I know it's horrendous, but Ayew does very well. He could have played it through to Jamalo, but decides to take it round the Stoke player, play out wide to Ryan Manning, and videos which proceed to absolute limbs. Ryan Manning with an absolute boot of a cross, left foot, just behind Jamalo, and I'm thinking, oh, God, that's a chance wasted. And out comes Connor Roberts from nowhere. We've seen this so many times this season. Comes from the right-hand side to... What did he even do? To slam it on past Angus Gunn. I am lagging a little bit, so sorry for the lag, guys. But it was a very good finish from Connor Roberts. It was a very tight shot with James Chester, experienced centre-half, right next to him as well. Very good from Connor Roberts. And no chance for Angus Gunn. So, 1-1. We had a few more chances then. Like I said, Ryan Manning had a great chance saved by Angus Gunn. He also had another very good chance, which was quite put wide. So, we were having chances. We had a few corners then where Ayew had a really good chance, and it was a very poor header. But to be fair to James Chester, he did very well to defend that. And then approaching half-time, Stoke City had a glorious chance with Tommy Smith, the right wing-back. He was about 30 yards out, and, it was an excellent strike from Tommy Smith and hits the inside of the post. And we were thinking, Jesus, that was close, wasn't it? So that could have been 2-1 to Stoke. Then they had a corner then, which Danny Bath had a bit of a head injury, and Harry Suter, the ball was going around the box, but the centre half turns, smashed it towards Freddie Woodman's goal. And it's a great save from Freddie Woodman. That's what we expect them to do. None of this nonsense against Bristol City in the third or second goal. This is the Freddie Woodman we know and we love. Great save from Freddie Woodman, and that was half-time. I believe someone put in the comment section in the watch long, half-time, we had 5 shots on target to their 2. We had 6 shots to their 3, I believe. By the end of the day, they came closer to score a second, and we're that close to taking the lead. So even though the stats are saying we dominated, which we did, they had the better chance to, retain the lead. So a little bit lucky, I guess, going into half-time, but, a draw was better than nothing. And, Stoke made that tactical change at half-time. They did take off Danny Bath. Not too sure if it was an injury-related or a tactical-related injury or substitution, I should say. Because he did a really horrific head injury, didn't he, with loads of blood pouring out. It was horrible to look at on the TV. So he came off and on come Tottenham Hotspur loanee Jack Clark. Now, when Jack Clark came on, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit worried. He's a decent championship winger at this level. He's played for QPR, Leeds, and, he's a dangerous player, You don't know what he can do, and, thankfully, he did concede a penalty. But I'll get on to that later. But Jack Clark came on. He was causing a little bit of a problem, getting past a few players. Did go down a bit too easily once or twice. But he was causing problems. He was causing a lot of problems. For Steve Fletcher, we're talking about Steve Fletcher right now. Second half then, so the first 6-7 minutes of the second half, a cross comes in from the right-hand side from Stoke City, beats everyone, back post is Stephen Fletcher. Norton lost his man. We all had the line and Norton just forgot his man. Fletcher comes round the back and somehow, from about 2 yards out, misses. He hits the post and, I didn't see in the watch long, but I was thinking in my head, this is our day, and we're getting a bit lucky. It's similar to the Bristol City game, but really surprised I've seen Fletcher miss. I'm not sure if it took the Fletcher off Kyle Norton when Norton kind of recovered, but it was a little bit lucky seeing Fletcher in the post there. Another day, so would have been 3-1 up, and that would have been game over. So Norton got a little bit lucky there, but Stoke didn't take their chance. Then we made a substitution around the 70th minute mark, I do believe. Conor Horan came on for Jamal Lowe, who did go down in the first half with a bit of a hip injury. So I'm not sure if that's injury-related again. But Jamal Lowe didn't have the best of games today as usual. But, we're not going to slate anyone in this game. But Horan, I thought he made a good impact, to be honest. He was getting a few really good deliveries in. A few set pieces were right as well. But, it was great substitution from Cooper. He took off a striker. He brought on a number 10 on attack midfield and changed the system completely. So he went from the 3-5-2, which you like to play, to the 3-5-1-1. So it's a very, very good substitution from Cooper. Something we've not seen. I did say in the Bristol City preview, he doesn't really take risks. Now, this was a risk because he took off a striker for a midfielder. So it looked defensive, but Horan had a big impact on the game. And, I think he nearly got an assist as well. It was Ryan Manning. He was one of the two. We were approaching the final 10 minutes. I think it was Conor Horan plays it back to Ryan Manning. We've seen earlier on in the game. Another great delivery from Ryan Manning on the left-hand side. I will be doing player ratings, yes. We're doing everything in this match review. Great ball from Ryan Manning on the left-hand side. Connor Roberts. Stoke City thought he was offside. They tried playing the offside trap. Roberts comes in, shoots, saves their Angus Gunn. He was about 6 yards out. Excellent save from Angus Gunn, though. He's really, really fast effort at Angus Gunn. And I was thinking, have we not scored there? Then we had a few half chances. Stoke tried going up, we tackled, and nothing else really happened there. Stoke did take off. They did take off. Who did they take off? They did take off Nick Powell for Joan Thompson with a couple of minutes to go, which really showed, they were just holding on for the point in the end. But they didn't get the point, did they? So 4 minutes were added on. Stoke City were really, on the ball in the last 2 to 3 minutes. And then absolute limbs. Now, I'm going to give myself a bit of credit here because on I think it was at the 70th minute, I said to the viewers, if we get 100 views, 100 likes, we'll win this game. We get that. We waited 24 minutes, but it happened. Now, if there's any Stoke fans, it's going to be debatable. People in the comments, make sure you comment, do you think it was a pen? So Swan's trying to attack in. Edge of the box. Corey Smith plays a ball into Kyle Norton. Now, Norton could easily have crossed this ball in. Probably wouldn't have ended to an half in, but he could have crossed her in. He decides to go down. Now, Clark did have a tiny, tiny touch of his t-shirt. He let go, and Norton goes down. For me, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty at all. For me, it's a dive from Norton. He should be bucked, and Stoke should have a free kick, and that's the end of the game. But as a Swansea fan, I don't care. If that happened against us, I would be absolutely livid. So, Pro Clip says it's never a penalty. Elboss never a penalty. You are the Welsh Goldbridge, yeah, Mike. I'm lagging again. Oh, God. Problem doing live reactions, lads. Lag. Apologies for the lag, but, who cares? But, yeah, never a penalty, in my opinion. No one should have been bucked. Clark, a little bit lucky, I guess, because... A little bit unlucky, I guess, because, he did have a few free kicks which were given to him for very, very soft fouls or soft contact. So it's a bit of deja vu, really. If he goes down for soft contact, he can't really complain if no one goes down. The only person you can blame in that situation is the referee. And referee waited about 2 seconds. He looked and then put into the spot. Like I said, most people in here saying it's not a penalty. You'll have the odd person say it's a penalty as a joke, but it's never a penalty in my opinion. There's a bit of debate where the ball's actually on the spot. And AU, I was thinking, oh, God, he's going to miss this. Because all in my head, I was thinking was that Brentford missed last season in the playoffs, that penalty. So I was kind of looking at the window, kind of looking at the screen. And Andre, he does that little run up, and he does that 2 steps, stops. So your heart's like this. But is he ever in doubt? This man, 2 goals in 2 games, 11 for the season. He just scores, doesn't he? He just turns up when it's needed. Against Brentford, for example, misses the penalty. A few minutes later, scores an absolute banger. He just turns up when it's needed, Andreu. As Daff Evan says in the comments, ice in the effing veins. Absolute superb penalty. Sends the keeper the wrong way. And then the referee blows a full time. Absolute scenes. So that's basically the full game wrapped up. Those are the major chances. No red card talking debate. The big talking debate for Stoke manager, their fans, is definitely that penalty. Like I said, taking my Swansea City hat off, which I don't even have on at the moment. It's over there somewhere, the window probably. Like I said, never a penalty. But this win could be crucial. The last couple of games, we failed to build momentum. We beat Coventry, took a step down, being Bristol City. Back onto that step. Can we take the next step, being Middlesbrough, and then the step above. So we hope we can go on a little bit of a run now because we need it. That result was absolutely huge with Brentford losing earlier today against Norwich, Watford winning. That leaves Swansea City in 4th place with 63 points. No, 62 points, sorry. So Swansea in 4th with 62 points. You got Watford 3rd with 63 points. And you got Brentford 2nd with 63 points. So we're a point off 2nd and 3rd. We've got 2 games in hand. Our game in hand's next Wednesday or Tuesday against Blackburn. But we've got a big game starting against Middlesbrough. So I'm going to go on to the player ratings now. This is where you guys can interact. I can read your player ratings. So we're going to start with Freddie Woodman. So get your comments in for Freddie Woodman after I said what I have to say. So Freddie Woodman didn't really have anything to do today. Made that great save against Harry Suter, and that's literally all the saves you have to do. There was a long ball over the top in the second half where Jacob Brown was trying to run in, but Woodman saved it with his legs. It wasn't that fault for the goal. His kicking was actually pretty decent today, to be honest, with Freddie Woodman. Made an important save to Harry Suter. So I'll give Woodman a 6. So Pro Club Clips also goes for a 6. Declan 6. Joshua Corbett 7. Charlie Wood 7. DeGuzzi 7. What are you all saying from Woodman? Mock Llewellyn 6.5. We don't do 6.5 in this channel. So I have a 6 or 7. Robin says 7. Daffy says 7. So a lot of you going 7s. Kai 7. Zach 7. I can see why you give him 7 because we won. But for the player rating I'm going to do in a minute now, the other players will give a 7. I think it's a bit harsh. Reese says 6, 7. Kieran says 7. Look, commanding, no mistakes, good distribution. Got to agree with that. I think I'm only marking him down a little bit because he didn't keep a clean sheet, but it's not really his fault. So I'd say I'm going for a 6, and I say majority of the comments going 7. So let's go on to the 3 centre-backs. Let's start off with Kyle Norton. No, I don't want anyone saying 10 because of the penalty. You can mark him down if you want, but, I'm going to give his all-round display. Norton came in for Latterboardia, didn't he? Again, that chance Stephen Fletcher in the second half where he hit the post, no one's at fault there because he loses his man. He has his eyes on him and just takes his eyes off him, and Stephen Fletcher goes around the back. So that was a mistake for Norton, and they should have scored that. So no one was at fault for that. But luckily for us, they didn't score. Distribution from the back pretty good today. Won a few headers. I'll give Norton a 6. I don't think he was better than Woodman. Obviously, won that penalty. I say won the penalty. Died for the penalty, didn't he? He got the penalty, but that Stephen Fletcher chance really, sticks in my head where, we could have gone 2-1 down there or potentially 3-1 if they scored early in the half. So I'll give Norton a 6 because of that mistake. and I'm going to give a player rating for that dive. But if we've done a player rating in the future, and a player dives again and we don't get anything, I'll lower him down. So we're always saying for Norton, Robin says 6, same as me. David 6, El Boss 7. 7 says El Boss. I think I just read that out. Kira says 8, look quite solid. He did make that mistake though, losing Stephen Fletcher for that chance early on the second half. Fletcher at the post. I'm not sure if you've seen that, Kieran, but he was at fault for that because he did lose his man. Let's just wait for the other comments. Robin Cousin says YJB, that's not a player rating, but thanks, Robin. So I'm assuming mostly going for 7. Jake is going for 6. So 6 and 7. So I'll see you guys going for 7. Very average, says Jake Evans. Mock Llewellyn says 7. FIFA Pro says he's a Stoke fan. He's gutted, but he coming in when Hogan scored in the last one against you last season. Yeah, it's deja vu at 7. So I'd probably say the comps are saying 7 for that. So let's go to the middle centre half, Ben Cabango. I thought Cabango was impressive today. Usually, I think Amy Clement said on Swan's cast pre-match build up that when Cabango has the ball, he just tends to hoof it forward. But today, I saw Cabango take a touch, trying to pass it to the back. So I thought Cabango was very good today. And I think I'm going to give Cabango a 7. I thought he was definitely the best of the 3 defenders today, the 3 centre-halves. We'll get on to Guehi in a moment. But I thought he was very impressive today. Ben Cabango won a lot of headers. You have to deal with Fletcher. You have to deal with Harry Suter as well. So Cabango was solid today. Very, very solid. Doodle, 8. Robin, 8. David, 8. 8, yeah, he was solid today. 8. Kai says 7. Zach says 7. Reese says 6. Reese, we won, mind. I'm only joking. Gareth says 8. 8. Start over Chris Meckle and Tom Lockyer. Deguzzi, shut up. Shut up. So what did I give him? 7. I think the comments are edging towards an 8. I think the comments are edging towards an 8 for Cabango. So we're going to go to the last of the 3 centre-backs, and this is Mark Guehi. Now, Guehi, or Geehi, however you say his name, but I like saying Mark Guehi. Obviously, big mistake for that first goal, which could have cost us in the end. Very, very unfortunate. He's been at fault for the last 2 goals now. The first goal he scored, and the first one Stoke scored today. Apart from that mistake, though, had a pretty solid game. He was marking Harry Suter on corners, and he did a pretty decent job considering the height difference. But for that mistake, I'm going to have to give him a 5. I think a 5 is fair because, after that mistake, he's on like a 2, and he kind of rebuilds himself up to a 5. I don't think you'd give more than a 5. Guehi, 5. Zach says 6. Now, I can't really give him a 6 because I gave Woodman a 7, didn't I? So he's not 1 below. So 6 says Brandon. El Boss says 6. Reese Bishbam. We don't do 5 or 6. It's either 5 or 6. We don't do half a rating. Matabu Rahman says 7. Don't think you're watching the game here. He was at fault for the goal, but So I'll stick my neck in the line. I'll go for 5, and I think the comments are edging towards a 6. So far, I think you guys are saying Woodman 7, Norton. I think you give a 7, and I think you give Cabango an 8. So all your player ratings are like 1 above me. I think you give Guehi a 6. But we won, and he's made 1 mistake. Yeah, but like Robin, match reviews, I gotta do the whole match. Yes, we won, but who's at fault for the goal? You can't mark him like a 10 because he's at fault for the goal. But let's go on to the wing backs. Now, this is where I'm expecting some high ratings from you guys. Guehi 5, Hormel 6, so unlike him, don't anyone giving him stick. Yeah, he's a great player. He'll learn from his young. So let's go to the wing backs. I'm expecting the comment section to go absolutely wild, even though I'm lagging. Gotta love the lag. Let me just stop lagging. There we are. I don't know why I'm lagging so much. Right, to the Xbox off, I reckon. Apologies for this. But let's go to the left wing back, Jake Bidwell, Ryan Manning. Manning, obviously, today got an assist. His deliveries into the box were absolutely remarkable today, Manning. Considering he's not played a league game since December, he looked fit today. No, I don't swing that way. He's fit in the football terms way. I'm not saying he's not bad looking, by the way, but, Manning, really, really great performance today. Got an assist. He could have scored 2, by the way. 1 with a great save, 1 just went wide. I'll go to my Manning action in a bit, but Manning, absolutely remarkable today. I'm going to give Manning a 9. Superb today, Ryan Manning. Really exceptional performance. And I tell you what, I think he starts Saturday with Bidwell, and, we got a great solution. And I think he's got to start more. How is this man not starting more? And this is why rotation's good, because you can see players like Manning step up, which means Bidwell's game, who has been going down a little bit. He'll increase. El Boss is 8. Charlie Wood 9. Declan 8. Kai Lewis 8. Sam John 7. Sam, he was awesome. So a lot of you went 9-8, which is very remarkable. Deserved it in my opinion as well. Right wing back Connor Roberts. Now Connor Roberts today, what a performance again. We've seen it so many times this season. He just gets down that right-hand flank so much and does so well for the team. He just works really, really hard. Defensively, really awesome today. Got that goal as well in the first half, which was such a tough finish. And then in the second half, should have scored again, but it was a great save. And, with Connor Roberts, I know Sky Sports giving this man a match, but on this channel, we give man a match who we thought it was. But Roberts, really awesome display. I think I gave him a 9 as well. I think you guys can see who I'm going to pick man a match between Manning and Roberts at the moment. So I'm going to give him a 9. A lot of 10s in the comments. We don't do 11s, it's 10. It's 0 to 10 player ratings. Ashton says 10. Lewin Williams 10. El Boss 10. Declan 8. Highlight 7. Guys, you're entitled to your opinion, but work rate was brilliant. It was very good. 10, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. A lot of 10s, For me, a 10 has got to be Usain Bolt sprint level. So let's go on to the three midfielders. Jay Fulton is returned to the lineup since that Coventry game, I believe. Awesome display. No, not Coventry. Who did we play before Coventry? The game before Coventry was his last game. But Fulton, same Fulton we always see. Works hard for the team, gets the tackles in, 100% effort. Didn't score today, which is a shame because he does like to go away from home. But Fulton, decent display. Didn't really stand out too much, but when the midfielders don't stand out too much, they do the dirty work really good. And Stoke didn't really run through midfield, and this is why I say Smith, Grimes, Fulton is the best midfield we have, because we didn't get overrun in midfield today, did we? The midfield was spot on. Stoke's chances just came from our mistakes, not even in midfield. So Fulton, I'll give a 7. I thought he was really impressive today. No, you know what? Fulton 8. I'm feeling happy. Fulton's getting an 8 from me. He did the dirty work so good today. Fulton loves the sideline challenge. I thought that was crucial. Very, very good that was, Kieran. Fulton's most underrated player. He's class. Very good performance today. Declan, you are harsh. Declan, you are harsh in your player ratings, mate. Sam Johns agrees with my 8. Zach says a 10. Jacob goes right. So you guys are all saying 8 for Jay Fulton. We're going to go for Matt Grimes now. I thought Grimes was very, very good again today. There was a few interceptions. There was one in that first half where Stoke just tried passing to the box. Grimes takes a step, gets the ball, gets fouled, wins the free kick. That is what Grimes is good at. I thought his passing today was really, really good today. Can we have Grimes on loan next season? No, he was very, very good today, Mr. Duanto. Very, very good. Grimes, he does. A lot of people say he's not good enough, but just look at him. He's such a very good performance today. I'll give Grimes an 8. If I give Fulton an 8, Grimes got to be an 8. Very, very good display. Does the dirty work. Really, really good. Does his game. Not many people notice it because, he doesn't score many, doesn't get many assists, but just does the ugly side of the game really, really well. Ashton goes for an 8 as well. Kai says 4. I think Kai's had one too many strongbows tonight. That's awful, ours. 7, 8. So a lot of you saying 8, so I'll agree with that. Then Corey Smith. Great to see Corey Smith start for the first time in God knows how long. Really good display. Got that pass to Norton for the, let's just say a dive. It was a dive. Got the penalty. Well, passing for the penalty. Really good display by Smith today again. Did the dirty work really well. Like I said, didn't get overrun today in midfield, which was a change. And even in the second half, just kept it as we were. It's 8 again. I think all the midfielders were all the same today. All really good. All 8s. Declan 7, Mock says 7, Sam says 8, Lewis says 8. Linesman told O'Neill after the game no contact for the penalty. That's just questioning why didn't the linesman talk to the ref? But I'm not complaining. But I did say, Roger, if you're a Stoke fan, I said it's never a penalty, it's a dive. Free. I think these are some Stoke fans commenting, surely. Finley says 7. So I think you're saying 7 for Grimes. 2 up front, let's go on to Jamal Lowe. I don't want to slate too many players today. He didn't really do much, Jamal Lowe. He did get a little bit of a knock in the first half. Maybe that was playing on his mind. He was making them runs. He did lose the ball a lot again. It's just a similar story, Jamal Lowe, at the minute. He's a confidence player, and he's just not got any confidence. Maybe he's saving it for the Cardiff game, but for Lowe, if I give Guehi a 5, I think I'm going to have to give Jamalo a 5. I don't think he was worse than Guehi. I think he was on par, got took off, didn't he, about the 70th minute mark. Didn't really do anything today, Jamal. And I think, he can't start Saturday. He just can't start Saturday. He needs to get some sort of confidence. Maybe on the bench, give him a kick up the arse or something like that. But Lowe, it's a shame, really, because we've seen after the Cardiff game, he went on a great run of goals. He was full of confidence. He was a really good player, really utilised him as well. But he's just not getting any confidence at the moment. Even though AU's not really performing in the full 90 minutes without penalties, he's still contributing in some way with his defensive headers, his work rate. And even Lowe's work rate isn't the best at the moment. Maybe he's tired. I think he just needs to spell out the team, to be honest. I think he just needs to be on the bench for one game and just, bring him on with 20 minutes to go, 50 minutes to go. Something's got to change there because it's not that good. So Lowe, I'm going to give a 5. Theo says 4. Declan says 4. Jacob says 7. El Boss says 5. I'm not sure if I start Morgan Whittaker. He's still very, very young. So I think most of you agree with 5. 4 says Theo. Yeah, he's a good player in the system we use, but it's just that the fact that he's off confidence at the moment. So let's go on to Andre Ayew. Now, as I said, this man has balls of steel. Again, had a decent game today, Andre. Actually, got the assist for the first goal, pass it to Manning, a man crossed it for Roberts. Some very, very good defensive headers today. Worked hard as always, and what I'm going to say is that penalty. 95th minute. It's 1-1. We have to win this game. 2 steps, stops, converts it. And you know what? Andre, 11 goals for the season. I probably could be doing a lot more, but it's just Andre. He's just an absolute legend. And after the game, laughing at Jack Clark in his face like that. Because he scored the goal, I'm going to have to give him an 8. It probably would have been a 6, but for the goal, you've got to have some balls of steel to score a goal like that in the 90th minute, especially stopping. And it's an 8 for me. It's for the penalty. There's not many players in this team who I'd think would score a penalty in that situation and score that. Elboss says 8. Lewin says 9. I think a 9's a bit too high, but I can see why you guys are saying 9. Reese, where do you sit in the stands? I'm currently in the south stand, but I am changing. Yeah, didn't mean to put that comment on the screen twice. Hang on, I'm just banning that guy. Sorry about that. Does bench players use their phone? No. Mike says 7. I think you were watching Crystal Palace, mate. Yeah, 7, 8. So let's go on to the player who came on. Conor Horan, the only substitute who came on for the Swans today. Thought he looked pretty bright, actually, Conor Horan. Good to see him on the bench. Not for the fact that he's been crap, but the fact we've been overrun. I think Saturday, bit of a reveal for my preview Friday, but I think the team we ended that game has got to be starting. Have that 1 up front, have Horan in number 10 and the 3 in midfield. I think he had a good game. I'll give him a 6 because he didn't really contribute to anything. But for 20 minutes, I thought he looked really bright in the 20 minutes he played. Phil says 6, Sam says 6, Harley 7, Joshua 7, Brandon 6, Reese 6. So I think 6 and 7s are what you guys go in for. Let's go on to manager rating then. Steve Cooper. I think you've got to give him plaudits today, guys. You've got to give him plaudits today. Made 4 changes, give Manning a start. He took Lowe off as well, which is not a surprise, but we don't really see him going 1 up front and changing the system. So you got to give credit to Cooper today. He changed the system. We don't see that too often. He put his leg on the line. Taking off a striker at 1-1, changing the system, and we've not seen too many changes like that. Very, very good, to be honest. So I'm going to give Cooper I'll give him a 7. I thought his change was very good. I'm just going to put my iPad on charge. So let me just turn the camera off for a moment and mute my mic. So it'll be 2 seconds while I put this on charge. Cheers, guys. Hang on, 2 seconds. Camera might be out of place because I just had to put it on charge, right? I see my beautiful face again, yeah. Sorry for this. This is the problem when you're streaming for so long, your iPad kind of dies, right? That will do. No, will it do? I don't know. There we are. Sorry about that, guys, but I'm back now. Anyway, what do you guys say for Cooper? 8. All right, Jake, how's it going? You can see my mic there, guys. Class. I'll keep it like that. But my iPad's like on 7%, so I have to charge it because I want to get some of you guys in. I missed you. Yeah, no. Miss my beautiful face. But 72 people in here. So make sure you smash the like on this live stream, guys. Going to stay live for another 20 minutes, probably get you guys in as well. So a lot of you saying 8 for Cooper. Yeah, you can just turn the camera off, Mike. If you don't want to get your camera on, guys, that's fine. Yeah, I'm still getting people on, Jake. Just towards the end of my bit, and then I'm going to get you guys in. So a lot of you saying 7, 9, 8. So I reckon you guys saying 7. So, right. Let's have the referee rating. Being non-biased, he did give a lot of soft fouls away, didn't he, to Stoke, Jack Clark especially. The penalty he got totally wrong. So if I have my Swansea hat off and have a neutral fan perspective, I'm going to give the referee a 3. But if I put my Swansea City hat back on, it's a 10. But no, I'm going to be serious. I'll give the referee a 3 because, let's be honest, it's never a penalty. You give a lot of soft fouls away for, especially in the first half. When there was a foul, he didn't play advantage. He didn't let the game flow when the game was a bit stop-start. So Swansea City fan hat off, 3. But with a hat on, 10. What a legend. 0, 0. I can see why you're saying 0, but players make mistakes every second in the game. So I don't think you can give the referee a low rating like a 1. But, overall, he had a poor game. Finley, if you keep commenting like that, I'm going to have to ban you. This is a match review, mate. Not Bish's women who's interested. No one cares. Even I don't care about that, mate. Clark dived all game. Yeah. So even those fouls in the pen at the end. So I reckon you guys saying, I think the neutral 0 to 3. Cheat your way to victory, nothing new. I don't know what you mean, man. 4, what bits of your game? Nah, I was saying non-biasly, it's never a penalty. And no, there was a lot of soft fouls in this game. So, half hour of me talking. That's enough of me talking. Time to get some of you guys in here. So, in the comments now, I'm going to put them in my YouTube comments because I can't do it through StreamYard. So, yeah. So on the YouTube chat, I've just put the link in 3 times. Everyone has to have their camera on apart from Mike because, Mike's a beast. So there's the thing. So let's get some of you guys in. Just going to put my headphones in so I can actually hear what you're saying. So if anyone's wondering what mic I have, by the way, it's that. It's pretty standard, but does the job. I try for my headphones. This has been very unprofessional, but it is my first time doing this, so second time. But hopefully you guys are enjoying these match reviews because I like doing them, to be honest, because I can talk about the preview, what I think will happen, the watch on, react to what's happening after the game, talking about what happened. So it's really good, and make sure you subscribe. Right, let's put the headphones in. Right, bear your ears. You've had enough of me talking. I'm gonna get someone on who talks all their life. Let's get the Guzzy on.
Hello, hello here.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can hear you.
How are you, mate? You good?
Doing good, thanks.
Did you watch the game then? I know you were doing your watch on, so I assumed you.
Yeah, I did watch the game, but I have to look yours if there are any score updates.
So you didn't see it. You didn't actually see the game.
I did see the game. Whole of it from 90 minutes.
What do you think of the result then? Great result. Do you think it was a bit undeserved? A deserved win? What do you reckon?
Unexpected.
Obviously, Cabango today probably had a solid game. Give me your player of the match for the Swans and the worst player for the Swans.
Decision making time. I would say Manning, like you said, has been.
By the way, before, sorry to interrupt you, but I forgot to say my man of match. My man of match, by the way, I gave Manning and Roberts both a 9, but I just edged towards Manning. I know Roberts got a man of match for Sky, but I just go Manning. So if anyone's wondering, Ryan Manning was the man of the match. So who's your man of match again for the Swans and the worst player for the Swans?
Manning has to go for man of the match, and the worst player. Maybe I can't say Jamalo or Mark Weahy. I don't know what to say, but Mark Weahy just
gotta say one.
Okay, I would say Mark Weahy because he just made Swansea a scary moment in the first 5 minutes when we just clinched 2 goals back.
Yeah, losing 1-0, 90th minute winner. I think man of match is between Mang and Robertson. The worst place between Lowe and Guehi. I know he's very good apart from the goal, but he's still at fault for the goal. But we've got Middlesbrough Saturday because he made. Obviously, you'll probably put your score prediction in Friday. But what are you saying? What do you think of Middlesbrough and what do you reckon the score will be?
it could be a tough, but I would say 1-1. I would say 1-1. With yesterday I predicted 2-1 and I got correct, but
You said 2-1 Swans.
I said 2-1 Swans in for yesterday's preview.
I said 1. I said 1-1, so I'm a bit gutted. I was so close to getting it right, but I'm happy because the Swans won, so it's a bit of at least we won. So so you said 1-1. Any key players we need to look out for Middlesbrough?
Key players for Middlesbrough.
Do you know any? I know they got Yannick Balassi on loan. They got Mendes Lang from Cardiff. So they got a few players.
I only heard Assombalonga. That's all I know one player from Middlesbrough. I just heard him. Don't really see him as much, but he could be a threat or take his luck against us.
Yeah. Anyway, because thanks for coming on, mate. I will speak to you Saturday for the match review, and thanks for coming on so late as well.
Okay.
See you later, pal.
Okay.
Right, let's get on Mike Green. Now, Mike is not putting his camera on because he's crying over Man United's result, but we'll hear his fantastic voice. If this actually is Mike Green, what would be like a troll now?
No, it is.
Right? It is actually the Mike. It is actually the Mike Green. All right, Mike.
Yeah, didn't watch much of the game. Obviously, as you know, I was watching something much boring. But I did watch the highlights actually. As soon as the United game finished, I did watch the Swansea highlights. I didn't watch the whole game, so I can't give my whole opinion. But that mistake from Geehy was, I don't know what he was trying to do. I know Swansea's style of players to play it out from the back, but I think he was a bit too risky there on the ball. To be honest, I don't think any one of your other centre backs would have done that personally. But
I think they would have had the same motive to like play from the back. It's just that unfortunate mistake, and 9 out of 10 times he doesn't do it. It's just that odd chance, but it was a bad mistake. And 1-0 down inside the first 6 minutes. Like you went 1-0 down yesterday inside like the first 7 minutes, didn't you? So, but we bounced back, which is the main thing.
Yeah, like you said about Ayew, I wanted to just say about Ayew, what a player! Like
cracking player.
Cracking player. Not many players in the Championship not even many players in the Premier League would have the nerve in what you said was a must-win game because Norwich beat Brentford. Obviously, unless it was a draw, that would have been quite a bad result for you, actually, both of them picking up a point. But Brentford not picking up any. This was a must-win, and up 1-1, you probably would have thought, all right, it's away from home against a decent Stoke side. We would take it, but we need the 3 points way more than what a point would do. And then who steps up but your best player? And that's sometimes I've said this to you about 5-6 times at the end of games when you've scraped over the line. I said these are the ones. You look back at a promotion, every single promotion winning season. Leeds scraped a game against Charlton, I believe, last season. Barnsley as well, I think. Villa scraped games when they got promoted in the past. Teams do it, and if you can scrape games when you've played bad or the things are just not going against you, even in our promotion season, playoff season, yes, we lost in the playoff final, but we were like 14 points off the playoffs. We're like 10, 12 games to go, and we still got there, and we got some crap performances, but got the job done in the end, and that pretty much sums up your result today.
Yeah, I think you're spot on, to be honest, mate. Very, very good comments there. I was going to say, I remember you saying in your watch long yesterday, if we score a last minute equaliser, it's going to be limbs. And I said in my watch long, if we score a last minute winner, it'll be limbs. And my word, with limbs. But, big game player, 1 point off second out, 2 games now. We've got a big game of the weekend against Neil Warnock's Middlesbrough, so he'll want to do a job on us. Who have you got on the weekend?
We've got Colchester away.
Ooh. Away games are always tricky.
And they're 20th or 21st as well, so that's going to make it even more embarrassing if we lose.
Are you doing a stream for
that? Yeah, definitely.
If we score or Colchester scoring in a raid you, because I haven't had a raid in a long, long time.
Oh no, not if Colchester score. Ryan Taylor on goal, back post. He's not on this stream, so I don't have to worry about not nailing him.
Ryan Taylor on goal, Carling assist.
I'll tell you what. If he scores in a watch along, that's gonna be limbs. I'll send it to what I mentioned you about. Anyway,
he's not
but
showing
yeah,
his
that's
face
a
because
massive win for
he's not showing
Swansea.
it. People are saying, "Why aren't you showing your face?"
Oh, I've got a United top on, and I'm a bit embarrassed. Well, I mean, I said you a Cavani hat trick. I mean, it wasn't quite that.
No, it wasn't quite that.
But yeah, big win for you. Middlesbrough will be a tough game. Deguzi hit the nail on the head, really, but I didn't know they had Yannick Bolasie. He's
on loan.
Baller. I would be worried. I would be really worried about him. Yes, it didn't work out at Everton. He was really good at Palace, actually, wasn't he? Didn't really work out at Everton, but he's a championship player, if you ask me. Exact copy of Connor Hourihane, absolute quality player in the championship. When it gets to the Premier League, not quite hitting the heights. But yeah, I think the team today needed a win, and then obviously, are you probably your best player done it? But what would you say on Jamal Lowe? Do you think he's the quality that you need to take you up, or?
I think he's got the ability to do it. We've seen it before, after Cardiff, 2 goals and we went on a goal scoring run. He always works hard for the team, but he's one of these players, I'm sure you've got players in Newport. He's just one of the rare players who are actually like a confidence player. So, if he's on confidence, he plays well all the time, scores goals and stuff like that. Even when the team's playing well, he doesn't really play well. I think he's, a big player for us. I think he's got a big future ahead of him, but I think we do need, whatever league we're in next season, I think we need that recognised number 9 100%. Because, like when Lowe's not performing, we don't really have anyone on the bench at the moment. Whittaker's young, Areola, he's not had many chances. So, I don't think he'll play the next game against Middlesbrough. I don't think he'll start, to be all honest with you. But I still think he's got a decent future with the Swans.
What was your thoughts on Hourihane being dropped then? Because obviously, I did hear on Jake's review that you've done. Obviously putting Corey Smith in there. Well, before Hourihane signed on loan, sorry, you had Corey Smith, Fulton, and Grimes, and you were doing really solid. But obviously, adding a player of his quality, you can't really drop him. But was you against the idea, or do you think it worked?
I think it worked, to be honest. Even with that goal, they didn't score any goals through the midfield. The mistake was a one-off mistake at the back. We were very, very good in the midfield. We didn't get overrun in the midfield. The midfield were very, very solid today. And when we needed that bit of added quality going forward, brought Hourihane off, we took Low on. So the midfield three kept the same. And Stoke didn't really have a chance. They hit the post twice. One shot was very far out, and the second one from Stephen Fletcher. My God, I don't know what's worse, Stephen Fletcher's man bun or the bloody miss he missed.
Oh, his man bun looks awful because his Rangers bloody ears. He looks like, well, I can't say it, but he looks awful. Is it bloody greasy as well? I don't know if you watch it, Stephen Fletcher, but watch these streams as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I watch him somehow find this stream, but yeah, very, very, very interesting say the game today. But anyway, Mike, thanks for coming on, mate. Big shout to you.
Before I let you go, what's your score prediction for Saturday? Or no, don't say the prediction because I'll let you leave that for your preview. But how do you think the game will go?
Without saying too much, I think it will be a very defensive game from Borough, similar to the Bristol City game. But I just think I think we've got to be careful on the counter attack. But I think this win, get a 90th minute winner, plus it's in your hands. I think this could really start to build the next couple of games. This could really help our confidence for the Colchester Newport. You know what? I'm going to go 2-1 Newport. Ryan Taylor off the bench, 90th minute.
Oh my God, limbs, incoming limbs.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you should do match previews live, match reviews live. It's much easier content.
Yeah, I might consider it, but I don't know because
consistency gains you subs. That's one thing I can say. Consistency gains you subs.
Yeah, I might do these like player ratings because they're actually quite good. But
I've been chatting away for 44 minutes and I've still got to get other people on.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, well, on that note, I'll speak to you later and I'll let you get some others on.
Can you say one word before I let you go?
Go on.
Say Carlin.
Carlin.
Oh, you didn't say it. You didn't say it with the G. You didn't say it.
Carlin.
No, like Carlin.
Carlin.
Right, I'll see you later, Mike.
Right, I'll let you get someone else on now.
Cheers, mate. Yeah, I spam the idiots in the corner. Right, let's get Jake on PFC Vlogs. Make sure you check these guys out. Or should I say
Right.
this guy, because he seems to be the
Yeah,
only one doing the
exactly.
content. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing all right, doing all right. What about you?
Calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
But still can't
gotta
go
love
for
Mike.
that win.
You gotta love Mike in the car, then, haven't you?
You just gotta love
Cool.
Mike in general. What a man! What a man!
Up the Carlin.
What do you think of the game then today?
I mean, I thought it was class. To be fair, it was frustrating going down, going 1-0 down early like we usually do, but we bounced back. Connor Roberts, Ryan Manning were both terrific. Manning deserves a chance. Bidwell has been really good this season, but every time
But he's been dropping off, isn't he? He's been dropping off recently.
Yeah. But every time Manning's played, he's played well. So I don't get why we don't just give him more opportunities. Bloody hell,
not as bad as mine at the moment. I'll tell you now. Who'd you get? Be like Stephen Fletcher, no.
Exactly.
Who'd you give man of the match to today? I give it to Manning. Just edges it for me for his all-round performance because of the crosses he was doing very good and obviously going to say. So I'll give it to Manning. But who would you give it to?
Yeah, I'd give it to Manning as well. Obviously Roberts did get the official man of the match, but yeah, I'd definitely give it to Manning because he got that he got the assist for the Roberts goal, and he could have scored a hat trick as well. He had a few long range shots. But that one, the one where I think it came out and he hit first time on the half volley, and the keeper still and Ayew and Lowe both couldn't get on the end of it. But that was quite a good strike.
Such a good win, Let's be honest. I think I said in your channel, but it's not a pen, is it? It's just not a penalty.
Yeah, I know. That's all my comments were about. It was on. I went over an hour. I did just talking about the pen mainly.
You did a match review for over an hour?
Yeah, because you stayed on for 25 minutes, wasn't it? About that.
You had Marley on then.
Marley on then for the next 35 minutes, and then the last 5 minutes I just answered a few questions for myself. But
I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch that back. Yeah, Marley's in there. I'll get him on in a minute. So, would you make any changes to the game Saturday?
Lowe's got to have a rest. He's got to. He's got to be dropped. But
yeah, someone just said in the comments now.
But I don't know who to bring in though. Would you bring Whittaker or Iola? That's the thing.
I think you bring Horhan in and you play the formation we played in the second half or the last 20 minutes. I think.
Yeah, that's true. But then you've only got one real attacker then, really, haven't you? I know Horhan goes forward, but you've only got one out and out attacker.
That is true, but you got the midfield stability. Then you got the wing backs pushing on, and you got Ayew, and then you got if Ayew can't win the head is creeping about, you got Horhan there to tap, and you got Fulton. So I think because the thing is with Whittaker, he's young and he's not for this season. Areola,
no,
I just don't understand why we signed Areola. I just don't understand why we signed him.
No, I know. I don't get why he's not played. But yeah, as you said, the fullbacks. If we play that formation, and that's.
I was going to say. Who plays for you, Manning or Bidwell? Who plays for you Saturday? I think you've got to play Manning after that.
You've got to play Manning. It'd be stupid not to, wouldn't it? But Norton was getting quite far forward today as well, even though he was playing centre back. He won the pen, so. But I thought it was quite risky. I thought it was quite risky dropping him, but no, bringing him in, and dropping Latibodier because Latibodier was class, wasn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was harsh. To be fair.
It was a risk bringing him in, but it worked out well because he won the pen.
I'm not we got unlucky Saturday. Sorry, we got lucky today. At the end of the day, we could be talking about a 3-1 Stoke win if they finish their chances. But at the end of the day, if you don't finish your chances, like we know Saturday, you don't score your chances, exactly. You don't win the game. But yeah, Saturday, what are you saying? Do you want to get rid of your score prediction? Well, you don't have to say score prediction, but if you don't want to, then just talk to me. What do you think of the game? What do you think will happen in the game?
Well, I think it'll be quite a low scoring game if I'm being honest. Obviously, we're in Middlesbrough, about mid-table, aren't they? Just outside the playoffs, round about that sort of area. So, they're still in contention for the playoffs, aren't they? I think.
No worries, Mike. No worries.
So they will definitely go for a win, and we'll be going for the win, I think. But I could see it ending in a draw. To be honest, I'd probably say 1-1.
Yeah,
they're quite resilient, aren't they?
Yeah, just Middlesbrough 9th, 5 points off the playoffs.
Yeah. So they'll definitely be going for the win. So will we, but I think it could end a draw. Yeah, it's going to be very end to end, but not very high scoring. So yeah, I'll go with 1-0.
1-1. Thing is, I said I would have took a point today, but we got a win. So would I probably take a point Saturday? I don't know. It's Neil Warnock, and I really want to beat Neil Warnock. So
Yeah.
no, he's gonna want to win that game. But anyway, do you want to shout out your channel, Jake?
Yeah, it's Pure SCF Vlogs. We're like on 650 now, so on the road to 700. And we also did a match reaction on there about half an hour ago, and Bish came on as well. So if you want to check that out, then
there's 63 people in here. You know, pre-FCS Vlogs. They've started again in like December. You know, they're not getting much subscribers, which is very harsh for the content Jake does. So, you know, there's 63 people in here. If at least 5 of you could go over to Pure FCFC Vlogs and subscribe, because the regular content, they don't get the subs which they deserve. So please go and subscribe to Pure FCFC Vlogs, and I'll see you later.
Yeah, cheers for that. Just having me on.
No worries. Now, to end off the stream, we got the return of a certain YouTuber, the best card. No, I'm joining. Marley SFC Vlogs. Let's see how he's doing.
Hello.
Who
Long time no see.
You're only coming on because we want now, Joanne. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. What do you think of the game then today?
Well, as you can tell, my reaction is I'm just buzzing with that result. To be honest with you, mate, I'm really happy with that. The thing is, see, because for the start, I said I was on my way back from KFC with my mates. Now, and Jackson read the team news out with him, and I said, for a start, I was like, we're going to lose 3 central defensive midfielders. I was happy with the return of Smith, though, but I wasn't really feeling Fulton. But he did prove me wrong tonight. To be, he did thing me on. What am I saying?
What are you saying? I know it's close to 12 o'clock, Marley, but Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Who do you see
I've been on the 7-Up, it's over there. But
who do you see your man of match was today?
Ryan Manning.
Yeah, got to agree with that.
The Irish Roberto Carlos.
I don't understand how he's not been playing more. You know, fair enough, I'm letting Bidwell, but he's got to be playing a lot more. I think he starts Saturday, to be honest. I'll be disappointed if Bidwell's back in.
Yeah. Nah, Jake. No. Oh my God. Why did I say that? Not a very good start to the evening, though, is it?
So someone's going to clip that. There's 6 people in here. Someone's definitely clipped that. That might go viral on Twitter. You never know after that Casey Palmer. You just don't know anymore.
Yeah. I seen that. I was like, fair play.
Not very fair. I hardly gained anything from that. But
Swansea got TikTok now. What the hell?
Swansea got TikTok. Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
Free Corey. Do you play football?
No.
Occasionally.
So Saturday, what are you saying? Do you think what type of game do you think it'll be? Easy game, hard game?
Warnock and it's never.
Never an easy game.
Mike, no, I could not. Swift that away. Pretend I never said that, but I don't know. But what the fuck am I saying tonight?
I don't know. It's the AU. You know that 90th minute goal. You just can't get over it.
I know, mate. I know.
Do you think we can go on a bit of a run now, like we did after December, or do you think it'll go the win and lose against Bristol City, or do you think we can go on a bit of a run now?
You can never tell with Swansea City.
That is true.
You can never tell with us. And I said to my dad earlier, we'll get our fans will get ahead of ourselves.
Jesus Christ, Mike.
Jesus Christ.
Man. Don't read that out, my God.
No. But yeah, I thought, what was I saying? Fuck.
About form. Do you think we can go on a bit of a run?
Yeah. Yeah. I said to my dad, our fans will always get ahead of ourselves, and that's what annoys me. People criticize the players. That's not gonna. That's not going to give us a good edge towards the Marley, my idol. Thank you, though. Yeah, we'll get ahead. We'll get ahead of ourselves, but we move on to we'll move on to Middlesbrough. High confidence now, and yeah.
Anyway, good to see you back, and catch you Saturday, mate.
See you.
Subscribe to Marley SFC Vlogs as well. Anyway. Thanks, guys, for watching. Now is going to be the end of the match review. A very, very long one. 55 minutes long. Going to be 56 the time I end. But thanks very much to Marley, Jake, and Mike Green for all coming on. And can't forget the legend of Guzzy. Yeah, I'm going to end the year. It's been a good match review. I've enjoyed these match reviews, to be honest. Get to talk about the game and really enjoyed it. So if you're a Stoke fan, I am sorry, but unlucky. That's what happens when you've got Sam Lucas on the injury table. But thanks guys for watching. Thanks for all the play ratings and the support. Really do appreciate it. Like I said, subscribe to Marley. Does subscribe to the Guzzy. Subscribe to Mike Green. Subscribe to PFC Vlogs. I'll see you Friday for match preview. A well-deserved break for me tomorrow. A lie-in, normal. Well, I should have got an old night school, but I don't go. But insert the meme. Oh, he is hard, isn't he? No worries, Jake. So I'll see you Friday for the match preview, guys. 4 p.m. Saturday, the watch on 2:55 p.m. I'll probably see you sometime Saturday for the match review. So hopefully we will see you Friday back on the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Big win for the Swans today. Andreu, balls of steel or steels of balls, wherever. See you later, guys.